Hey everybody, it's Triple J, and welcome back to another episode of Modded Valley here in Cities Skylines. And we are looking at our very underdeveloped ore facility, future ore mining facility that we are going to work on today. Pardon my stuffed nose. Allergies have been really bad, and I think I've been fighting an illness. So bear with me on this, but we're gonna get through this episode just fine. But yeah, so last time we put this together and put our road systems in, it's a very strange and interesting road system, but I think it'll look good when it's all detailed and developed. So let's get started working on that right away. So last time we put these in, and these roads, the edges of these roads are going to house our future big ore mines, the one with the huge excavators on them, because those look really cool digging into the sides of mountains. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to put them at the ends of roads like that. I've actually never done that before, but I think it would look pretty cool. So we're going to do that. So first things first though, did I establish this as a district? I did not. So let's do that real quick. Let's just define the entire area as a regular district first, in case we want to do any sort of just generic zoning. We can make sure that it is listed as ore mining, and we'll do that right here. Grab the ore, boom. Okay, we'll go back over to here, grab the industries area, because remember, you have to do them separately. We haven't really painted an industrial district in this city in a long time, so it'll be good to get that going once again. Okay, cool. So there you go, we have our two different industries district. Okay, so let's start by putting these in. Now, these are very large, and I think we're gonna have to shape some of that mountain back. Yeah, because they're pretty steep. So in fact, I kind of want to keep. Let's just see how it looks. So I did, for those of you who did remember, I did grab the unlimited soil mod that comes with the game. It is not something you have to pick up additionally in the Steam Workshop. That just does come with the game. I did pick that up because we were doing a lot of terraforming, and it was frustrating to have to move the soil around over and over again. So, because I do a lot of terraforming, as most of you know who watch us over on Twitch, I do enjoy a good terraform job. So we're gonna do that a bit. Okay, just a bit, and I want to see if I can squeeze it in now. Okay, but I bet I can when I turn on anarchy. No. Area has no main building. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm a little foggy this morning. There we go. We have to put our main building in first, because this is how industries works. Okay, so we'll put down the ore main building, and I think here is a perfect spot for it, actually. Right at the crossroads of these two areas. I think that's a fine place for it. There we go. Now that it has a main building, I'm just going to slide this over just a bit. Now that it has a main building, now we can put down freely any of the things we want to put down. Okay, now we should have no trouble doing this. Look at that. Amazing, isn't it? All right. So as you can see, we are getting a little bit of that. It's obviously a little awkward because it looks like it's being pushed out because of the building. I do like how it looks. But let's try to shape this a little bit better so it doesn't look so dramatic. There we go. And we're going to get rid of these trees. And what we're going to do is we're going to add more rocks to the sides of these, and potentially some of the decals as well, just to kind of integrate it into the landscape a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is take this height and I'm going to bring it back on the sides. Like so. Yeah. And that will look good eventually. Even without it, if you kind of, check it from this angle, it does look like it's indeed digging into the side of this hill, which I think is really nice. And then we'll get rid of these trees. We are operating very close to the line here, the edge of our 25 tiles, but that'll be all right. This is going to need water as well, so I'm going to snag some water. May as well water this whole thing because we're going to need it. Of course, my water pipe job was just not the greatest. but that's okay. Again, there is a mod that does remove the need for water lines. Same as the need for power lines mod. But as I had mentioned before, I could totally use that mod, and I probably would enjoy it if I had it, but I actually don't really mind making water pipes. There's something soothing about it. Okay. Great. So that has water now. We're going to do the same thing over to here. Although I kind of feel like I was going to shorten this road, but maybe not. Nah, let's shorten the road. Let's just shorten it by about like that. And I believe these were 5, or did I not measure? I don't think I actually measured. So we'll just do whatever. Okay. Bring the excavator in. Slope too steep. Yeah, so we're going to have to do some terraforming anyway. Even with Anarchy, you still have to do a little bit of terraforming. Sometimes Anarchy doesn't really necessarily work, even though you have with the slope too steep. The game really does not like that. So I think there might be another mod that maybe eliminates that, but I don't know what it is offhand. Okay, and then it's going to do some wonky stuff to those rocks. We're just going to push this back further. Probably end up getting rid of those rocks, or just putting some more rocks over the top of them. And I'm going to grab a lower height. Grab that height, and then we can blend those shapes, because this is really steep. I mean, this is a very, very high hilltop, and probably wouldn't actually, if this was real life, probably would not happen, because the opportunity for like mudslides or rock slides would probably be really great and damage the equipment. But this is our world, and we're going to be okay with that. And we know they're not going to happen here, at least not yet. Maybe that's maybe rock slides or mudslides will be an additional disaster in an update or something. You never know. Okay. Keep pushing that back a little bit. A little bit further. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab a lower height and push it back. Yeah, just so it looks like, just some variations. I bet I could even grab another height and push it back even a little further. Just kind of plateau it just a bit. Yeah, there we go. Now it doesn't look as dramatic, which is nice. Cool, so these are at the ends of these roads. They look fairly centered on the roads. Very good. And that's just kind of what that road is for. Now, what I'd like to do is, now that these are in place, well, I'm going to take move it. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to do this. I can take move it and do this. So let's grab move it mod. I'm going to grab this node and I'm going to slide it in. So the road comes to a close at the edge of the asset. And that, I made that weird there. I'm not going to do that. And then there we go. Same deal over here. Cool. Just makes it look a little nicer. All right. Okay, so now that we have our main excavators in, these will be, because these are the biggest ones, they excavate, let's see, we don't even have the full trucks in use. These are definitely the big fellas of the group that mine all the ore out, extract the ore. We also do have some of these mines underground, and I do want to use these like on these roads and see how those look. It's sort of like our dirt roads are the places where we do our extracting from, you know, like they had to build these roads, you know, wherever they found the ore. I'm just gonna put one on this side. And then our main roads are where we do some of like the manufacturing and, you know, where the trucks really have to move through. I'm gonna do 2 more. It's a lot of ore. We're not gonna have any shortage of ore here. Push this out. There we go. Cool. And then the road just sort of becomes integrated into it. And what we can do with that is I can grab our decals to even... We don't need to do this right now. I don't have the decals. I have to remember to get those. The themed decals. I don't know why I don't have those in this mod pack. And I think I mentioned that last time. But now that I'm seeing this, I want to do this on this side. Yeah. The symmetry of that looked off. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that looks nice. And again, we'll put some rocks and things, but I do have to get those decals back. Okay. So, other buildings that we have here. Of course, we have our workers' barracks, which the barracks can probably... can maybe go along the main road here or inside. I mean, I feel like, yeah, maybe they could go on the outside here, like down in this area. Yeah, let's do that, because this is all still flat right here. How big are these? Strange. They're 6 by 6. No. Yeah, 6 by 6. Okay, so we'll go up to there. And then they can get used. Or no, I can actually make them close. Wait, no, I can actually make them closer. That math doesn't work. Oh, boy. That's what we need. There we go. Yeah. And then I can have them... Well, I probably should leave a bit of a gap. Okay. One more time. Let's leave, yeah, let's leave a 1 or 3, I guess, gap. Oh, boy. Math skills on point today, my friends. But that's okay. Let's leave a little bit of that gap there off of the main road. We can put some trees behind there, or maybe even like a little bit of a... maybe a statue or something over here. But yeah, this is where they live, on this edge. We can even put a bunch in here. How about another... I know it only works up to 6, but I'm gonna eyeball this. That. Actually, can I shift that over maybe a bit more? Here, I'm going to put it down the other side here. And I'm going to leave a gap in between some of them for, like a park. I'm going to put a park in there or something. And then... Actually, I think I'm going to run into the edge of this. So I'm going to... I don't really want to mess with that. Maybe we don't do that. Or, better yet, here, go like this. Better yet. And then go like that. And then we get some different variation, which is nice. And then I'll go down. There we go. And then we'll have a gap there, but for some reason the size of this asset is throwing me off, and I can't do the math of the tiles. Yes, I have been playing this game a very long time, but yes, I still can't do the math of the tiles. You know what? We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. All right, so yeah, I'll put the... Let's see. Playground? I don't know. Feels a little strange to have a playground. I feel like they wouldn't be like living here with their families, not necessarily. It's kind of just where they're staying. So maybe a couple plazas or something. Are the plazas overdone? I don't think the plazas are overdone necessarily. And then we'll put in a little block of commercial. A few shops and stuff for them to get, you know, like things that they need. Toiletries and snacks and stuff, and maybe some fast food after the day is done. Okay, so on the other side of this road, we're really not going to be putting anything because this is lowered into the ground here. But this can be where we do either that, or I can sift that out. But I think what I'd rather do is, now that we have this road through there, and I can bring that road through there. Is that tree part of the asset? Or is that just a tree? That tree is part of the asset, so we're going to have to slide this over just a bit. But that still works. And again, if most of the product that we end up... I just kind of like the idea of the varying heights of this. So I want to mirror this road. Is that lined up? That's lined up. I know that because these are the nodes from these two roads. And then we'll go there and... That's just not quite right. There we go. There we go. We'll bring this down, and then we'll do a little curve. Just mirroring this. Cool. Yeah, and we do have a little height blip there. But I bet I can just bring that down using Move It to flat. Same deal on this corner. Let the game save. There we go. Excellent. Now, it doesn't leave us a lot of room, but let's take a look at what we can put down in here. So, maintenance building. The maintenance building, I feel like, can go like out here on the other side. I'm going to try to sneak that. Sneak that under the... Yeah. I'm going to slide it even more. We got the room, and it fits underneath the road there. Just so the entrance of it, where there's no fence, is like on the intersection. Cool. Then what else? We have the ore mines. Yeah, we don't need any more of the ore mines, although I would like to put in one of the medium ones. I forgot about these. You know what? I'm going to put in... I do like these, and it fits there. Generally. Although, it doesn't really work with the positioning. I got it. I got it. We're going to connect these. Instead of doing it like that, we can make these be... We can connect these to each other. I don't think anyone will actually use this. But... See, sometimes, friends, you just have to... start building, and then sort of the ideas appear, right? I didn't really plan any of this prior, but part of the reason that I do these videos is because I think you can learn a lot by watching someone actually kind of go through the thought process of how things are getting put together, because I get asked so often. I get asked so often in comments and in our streams about, like, you know, how did you build that, or how did this happen, or you know, like, how did you decide to put that there, you know, how did you make this look like this, or, you know, did you plan this out? And most of the time I don't really plan things. It just kind of comes to you, but you have to start building, right? It's that fear of the blank slate. It's that fear of the blank slate. And sometimes you just have to start building, because then it will come to you as you go. And sometimes there are times where I don't fill in areas because I just don't know what to put there yet. And that's okay. You don't have to force it, right? That area will always be there. You don't have to force it. And you might not like how this looks, and that's totally cool, but that's the beauty of this game, is that there are tons of creators of City Skylines that make really, really beautiful things. And everyone has a different style, and that's, like, totally cool. That's the best part of this game. So I'm not going to keep it on that slab. I'm actually going to go like this, and I'm going to twist it so it's like that. I do have to get those decals, though, because that will really help to make these feel a little more connected. I kind of like the idea that we have a little bit of, yeah. There we go. You know what? We're going to put just one of those in. We're going to put one of those in, and I'm going to put that underground ore mine back. Yep. Cool. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay. Back to this. Now, we don't have a seabed, so you can do seabed ones, kind of like offshore oil drilling. We don't have that option over here because there's really no water. I could put water in, but that feels a little silly for the area. But we certainly could do some ore mining off the coast, maybe off of this island or something. That could look kind of cool. Maybe just like an actual ore mining facility specifically for offshore. That actually is a pretty nifty idea. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna just put this here, and I'm gonna put this as offshore ore. There. In case we want to do that, that's a good reminder. Okay. So let's see, we have the grinding mill, we have the glass manufacturing plants. We're gonna need one of each of these because this makes metals, the ore grinding, and then this will make glass. And I think those are the two things that are made from ore. Yeah, I believe it is. These are just like larger versions of those, I think. And then also we have storage. But the storage, I think we can kind of put along this road. Along here, or even along here. So let's get the manufacturing, though, in the center here. So what do we have here? This one's pretty big. I know this one's big. Oh my gosh, yeah, this one's massive. Holy, we might not even have room for this. Well, maybe one. But it's going to be on a weird height thing. It actually doesn't look too bad. Now, it does look a little funky. Can I raise this? No, it actually looks worse. Grab this. There we go. Yeah, I think that can work actually. Because they enter down here where these stacks are, and we can kind of hide that with some stuff, but where the stacks are, they don't enter. So I think that's okay. What else do we have here? So that's that is a metals plant. And then we have a fiberglass plant. Let's do that one along there. And then a glass manufacturing plant, which is the same as a fiberglass plant, but how about that goes there? And the ore grinding mill, I think, was smaller. Yes, we can sneak that one over here. Actually, Let's put a couple of those down. Yeah. That works. And then the storage. Oh, that's a nice big one too. Put that there. Doesn't really fit there. I think there's a way to do this. To have both. But maybe not. Actually, I think I'm going to put one of these over here. Because then that looks... Yeah, it looks nice on that angled road. Because otherwise we don't have anything on the angled road. Ooh, the storages are big. About this thing. Also quite large. Ooh, that fits just under the road. I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to move this pillar. Cool. Because that fits right there and makes sense. And then, let's see. Yeah, that doesn't all fit there. That's okay though. It's okay. I'm just gonna put another. Actually, I'm gonna put a warehouse down here. There we go. That's way too big, and that's long. Yeah. So let's do 2 of those. And these can hold glass and metals. Great, so we can do some exporting there. I'm willing to bet I can get one more grinding mill in here. Yeah. Right on the edge. Cool. Fill that in really nicely. And then I guess along here, I'm going to back this up since they're much bigger than I thought they were. Back this hill up. Okay. And here's where we're going to tuck. So we have sand storage, and then we have ore storage. So sand, I think that's what they're going to pull up, you know, most of the time. And then there's like the ore. So we'll pull up both of those, and then those will start to fill up, and those will look good. And then also this. And this doesn't actually pull anything out of the ground, so that could be placed there. Although, can I sneak it under there? Oh my goodness, I can. Wow. Okay, let's see. That's the cool thing, right? At first, I was like, I don't know about this bridge thing going over. It seemed like a little overkill. It seemed a little strange. But now it's sort of like a unique little piece to this whole thing, right? Now it's added some flair to the look of the area, which is kind of cool, right? Nice. That filled that in really, really, really nice. It's gonna start to fill in. I think I'll put a couple more down. Maybe another ore, then another sand, and then that is kind of. We're gonna need services out here as well because we have no services. So I can tuck those in between places. I might put a couple of these down. Definitely put a couple of those down. Perfect. And there you go. And we can do... Not fill that... Not do it so big. Some pines right there. for some nicety around the area. We can even add in the... Although, all I have is the pines? There we go. We can add some more of that to it later, but maybe the trees are too much, actually. I might get rid of some of those trees. But we need to still add some rocks in, do some more things with it. I do need to grab the decals because I do want to show you kind of how those can affect some of the area and really make the roads feel connected to the actual like assets and kind of almost like they disappear a bit. And it'll really help to blend the mining, the big excavators into the landscape a bit more. But essentially, yeah. I think you know, I was a little skeptical about how this was going to turn out in the beginning, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's going to look even cooler once we do a little bit more of the detailed thing, and then we'll move on. We do need to do some. I want to show you kind of how we do some of the sewage treatment plants, because we still have our poop outflow pipes, and we can do some eco treatment now. We have enough money for it, and they shouldn't be sitting here along the edge of the river just kind of randomly scattered like this. Let's make a proper area for that. So I think we'll probably finish up detailing this next time, and then I'll show you kind of how I like to do some of the sewage treatment next time. So lots of infrastructure, maybe not the most sexiest stuff, poop and ore, but still very much stuff that can make your city look a lot nicer and kind of just add a little extra polish on them. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. I do really much appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you all next time in Modern Valley here in City Skylines. Bye everybody.